What up, y'all? It is your home investing, truth telling, downtown debating, parking ticket surviving, real estate Rob. I am back again. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about downtown Raleigh, because if you've spent more than 7 seconds on Facebook lately, you've probably seen somebody say, downtown Raleigh is dead. Nobody goes there anymore. Downtown Durham took over. Or my personal favorite, I ain't been downtown since Obama was in office. Now, hold on. I don't think downtown Raleigh is dead. But let's stop pretending things haven't changed. Because they absolutely have. Restaurants are shutting down. People are staying in the suburbs. Office buildings aren't packed like they used to be. And parking downtown? Boy, finding a parking spot downtown Raleigh feels like competing on a game show where the prize is anxiety and a tow bill. Meanwhile, places like North Hills and Fenton came in smooth. Easy parking, easy walking, nice restaurants, clean setup. And a lot of people started realizing, wait a minute, I can get the same vibe without the downtown headache? Now here's where things get interesting. At the exact same time people are saying downtown Raleigh is declining, developers are dumping millions, if not billions of dollars into it. Somebody's wrong. Is downtown Raleigh actually fading away? Or is it just changing into something altogether different than what people expected? Today, we are talking about why people stopped going downtown, the real reason suburbs exploded, the good, bad, and ugly of downtown Raleigh, and why I think downtown Raleigh may be setting itself up for a huge comeback. And trust me, one of the biggest reasons people avoid downtown is something every single person in Raleigh has complained about at least once. Let's talk. Stop. If you have a mortgage right now, this might be the single most important thing you hear today. You're on track to pay off your house in 30 years, but what they don't tell you is you'll likely pay hundreds of thousands in interest before you ever own it. Even if you're doing the right thing, like making extra payments, you're still giving the bank way more than you should. What if you could eliminate your mortgage in 5 to 7 years without making more money, without changing your lifestyle, and without losing access to your cash? This isn't a refinance. It's not a gimmick. And if you have at least 10 years left on your mortgage, you may qualify. Every year you wait, you're losing thousands in interest. You'll never get back. Click the link, see if you qualify. And if you do, we'll walk you through it on a quick Zoom call. Now listen, I've been around Raleigh a long time. And some of y'all newer folks moving here may not remember this, but downtown Raleigh used to be dead. Like tumbleweed dead. There wasn't much going on. Then Glenwood South exploded. Restaurants started popping up, bars got busy, Fayetteville Street came alive. And for a while, downtown Raleigh was the place to be. I can remember driving back and forth when I lived in Pinehurst. But anyway, if you wanted a nightlife, dinner, drinks, energy, downtown is where you went. But then something happened. The suburbs got smarter. North Hills exploded. Then Fenton showed up in Cary looking all fancy and expensive. And suddenly people realized, why am I fighting downtown traffic when I can stay closer to home? And honestly, that changed everything. Because convenience wins. That's human nature. People love easy. And downtown Raleigh stopped feeling easy for a lot of people. Especially parking. Good gracious. Parking downtown can ruin your entire evening. You finally make it downtown, then you spend 27 minutes circling blocks looking for parking. Then, when you do find a spot, there's a sign that says, parking only allowed every third Wednesday between 2:14 and 2:16, unless there's a cloud coverage, a spaceship sighting somewhere. Next thing you know, boom, ticket, boot, possibly getting towed. Now your date night costs an extra $170 and your wife looking at you like, you designed downtown Raleigh. Personally, she's angry with you. Meanwhile, at North Hills, you park in 8 seconds and walk to dinner. That convenience matters more than people realize, especially now. And another huge thing that changed downtown Raleigh, work from home. This changed everything. Back in the day, downtown stayed busy because thousands of people worked there like every single day, but the whole COVID thing changed that. Office workers were there, lunch crowds, coffee shops were packed, and now a lot of folks work from home. And they work from home in Fuquay, Clayton, Wake Forest, Garner, Holly Springs. If somebody already lives 40 minutes away, they probably ain't driving downtown on a Wednesday night for tacos and stress, because that's all you're getting. They're staying local. And honestly, most people moving to Raleigh want suburban life anyway. I see it every day as a real estate advisor. Most buyers ain't calling me saying, Rob, I want less space, more traffic, and complicated parking. No, they want bigger homes, garages, backyards, good schools, quiet neighborhoods, and enough room so they don't hear their neighbor sneeze through the wall. That suburban dream exploded after COVID, and downtown naturally lost some energy because of it as well. All the restaurants and clubs and stuff that did close. Now, another thing hurting downtown Raleigh that I just mentioned, restaurants are shutting down. Whenever a big restaurant closes, people immediately panic. They start acting like the apocalypse started. I know I did when Beasley's Chicken and Honey did. Now yes, some popular places have closed. Beasley's Chicken and Honey, loved it. But people forget restaurants close everywhere, especially after inflation, labor shortages, crazy rent prices, and people eating at home more. That's happening nationwide, not just Raleigh. But perception matters. Once people think downtown is struggling, they stop going. Then businesses struggle more. Then more people think it's struggling. It becomes this weird cycle, and social media makes it even worse. They ain't helping the situation because negativity spreads fast online. Just imagine a video called Downtown Raleigh is doing fine. That's going to get ignored. But downtown Raleigh collapsing, it gets everybody clicking immediately while eating Bojangles. And I know this because I use those same type of titles in my videos. Now let me say something else. People may not like Raleigh. Raleigh has never really been a huge nightlife city. Coming from a small town Aberdeen, I thought it was, but no, we got to be honest here. This is not Miami. This is not Nashville. This for sure ain't Vegas. Raleigh's more like, let's grab dinner, maybe one drink, and be home by 9:43 watching Netflix and chilling with your significant other or not. That's Raleigh energy. And honestly, a lot of people moving here love that. Especially families, especially people escaping bigger, chaotic cities. Raleigh is calmer, more suburban, more balanced, and because of that, downtown naturally feels quieter than cities built around nightlife and tourism. But quieter does not mean necessarily dying. Now, after hearing all this, you'd probably think I believe downtown Raleigh is doomed. Actually, I think the opposite. I think downtown Raleigh's future is very bright because developers are betting huge on downtown right now. Like right now. We're talking downtown South, Dix Park expansion, Highline Tower, Convention Center expansion, new hotels, apartments, mixed-use developments. Developers are pouring millions, if not billions, into downtown Raleigh. And trust me, people don't spend millions or billions on areas they think are dying. Actually, the opposite. They spend millions and billions because they see opportunity. But what do you see? Leave it in the comments. Now, does downtown still need work? Absolutely. Not going to say it doesn't. Parking needs work. Walkability needs work. And personally, I think downtown still needs major anchor attractions that consistently pull people in. But did? Nah, not at all. The opposite. Changing? Yes, absolutely it's changing. And I think a lot of people are confusing those two things. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think downtown Raleigh is declining, or do you think it's simply evolving? And what's the one thing you'd fix downtown like immediately, yesterday? Parking, nightlife, safety, entertainment? Leave it in the comments. Because I know some of y'all have been waiting this whole video to type your opinion. I hear it a lot. If it's not here, it's on Facebook. If you're thinking about moving anywhere in Raleigh or the Triangle, call me, text me, email me. I would be more than happy to help you relocate here. And I've helped people in the past relocate from all different parts of the country. I'll tell you the good, bad, and downright ugly about every area in Raleigh. I'm not going to hold it back. And if you plan on buying or selling a home like real soon, subscribe to the channel, because this channel is built to help you avoid expensive mistakes and make smarter moves here in the future. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, so I'm greatly appreciative. Now, in the last video, I talked about the Triangle. I talked about the Raleigh commute, specifically Raleigh versus Durham. You can check out that video because it's coming up next.